Hello, my dear students. The topic is the law of variable proportion. What is law of variable proportion? This law apply in short run, and if one input is variable and all other inputs are fixed, the form production function exhibit the law of variable proportion. If the number of unit of a variable input is increased, keeping other input constant, how output change is the concern of this law. Suppose land, plant and equipment are the fixed factor and labor the variable factor. When the number of labor is increased successfully to have larger output, the proportion between fixed and variable factor is altered and the law of variable proportion sets in. The law states that as the quantity of a variable input is increased by equal doses, keeping the quantity of other input constant, total product will increase after a point at a diminishing rate. This principle can also be defined thus: when more and more unit of variable factor are used, holding the quantity of fixed factor constant, a point is reached behind which the marginal product, then the average, and finally the total product will diminish. There are some definitions of law of variable proportions. As according to Vinham, as the proportion of the factor in a combination of factor is increased after a point, first the marginal and then the average product of that factor will diminish. According to Samuelson, an increase in some input relative to other fixed input will be in a given state of technology causes output to increase. But after a point, the extra output resulting from the same addition of extra input will become less and less. Now, this law based on some assumption. First one is constant technology. Second one is factor proportion of variable. Third one is homogeneous factor units. Fourth one is short run. And the last one is measure in physical units. Now, the law of variable proportion is explained with the help of a table. Now, look at this table. In this table, in first column, unit of land is shown which is fixed, that is 10 acre. Unit of labor is shown in second column where labor is increased 0, 1, 2 and up to 8. In the third column we have seen total production, that is increasing with the increasing in the unit of labor, and a point when unit of labor is 6 to 7, the total production is 150, that is constant, and after when unit of labor is increasing up to 8, the total production is declining due to the law of diminishing return. Now look at the fourth column which shows average production, and the formula to find out the average production is total production divided by unit of labor. Now here when unit of labor is 0, total production is also 0 and average production is 0. When unit of labor is 1, 2, 3, total production is 2, 20, 50 and 90. Now divide the total production with the unit of labor. Now we get average production, that is 20 divided by 1 is 20, 50 divided by 2 is 25, 90 divided by 3 is 30. Similarly, average production is firstly increasing when it reaches 30, it is constant when unit of labor 3 to 4, and after that average production is declining up to 17.5. Now look at the marginal production, and the formula to find out marginal production is total production n minus 1. Like now here unit of labor is 0, total production is 0, average production is 0 and marginal production is also 0. But when unit of labor is 1, 2, 3, total production is 20, 50, 90, 20. Now the marginal production is 50 minus 20. Firstly 20, when first unit of labor is 1, 20 at 20. When unit of labor is 2, it's 50. Now the difference between 50 and 20 is 30. Similarly, again additional unit is adding, total production is also increasing, and the difference between 50 and 90 is 40. Similarly, we get all marginal unit of marginal production. Now this is the first stage where marginal production is greater than average production, and similarly AP is equal to MP. In the second stage, MP is 0, total production is maximum and average production is declining. In the third stage, Total production is declining, average production is also declining, and marginal production is negative. This table can be explained with the help of diagram. Look at this diagram. In this diagram we have given three stages. First stage, when total production is increasing up to E to F, at the same time marginal and average production is also increasing, but marginal production is more than average production, which is shown by point H. In the second stage, total production is maximum, that is at point G. At when total production is maximum, look at point C where marginal production is 0, and look on point J where average production is declining. In the third stage, total production is declining, at the same time average production is also declining, but the marginal production is negative. Now this law, the three stages of this law I have already explained in the diagram. First stage, second stage, and third stage. Now I have also shown some YouTube link